Cancel.
Schweezy.
Nintendo says its new console will launch within the next 79 years. This is from TechSpot. Forward-looking, Nintendo recently announced it will continue making gaming products. Its next console, it said in an earnings report, is scheduled for 20XX. In other words, it'll launch sometime in the next 28,544 days if there are no delays. In its report, Nintendo explained that its plan to continue to expand its business around the core concept of creating unique integrated hardware software products, which has worked fairly well for the last 40 odd years. This year hasn't been one of the better ones so far, though. Nintendo lost its top spot as console maker to Sony after the Switch missed its production goal by 20%. Its net profit for the first half of this year fell by 19% versus last year. Nintendo CEO Shintaro Furukawa attributed some of the downturn to the triumphs of last year when Animal Crossing New Horizons drove the entire Nintendo Switch business. More than 40% new Nintendo Switch owners chose it as their first game. Nintendo has been able to recoup some of the recent lost hardware sales with additional game sales. Its sales forecast for this fiscal year has been updated from 190 million games to 200 million. Its upcoming title, which includes 3 Pokemon games and another entrant into the Legend of Zelda franchise, are expected to do well. Nintendo's general plan for the future is to continue pursuing existing avenues, which includes more games, updates to its digital services like Nintendo Switch Online and the expansion pack, and potentially further hardware revisions of the Switch when necessary. That said, Nintendo was quite happy with the OLED Switch. Furukawa is optimistic about its spurring a 6th consecutive year of growth in Nintendo's dedicated console business, which would be a first. Nintendo has also found success with its physical stores in Tokyo and New York, and readying another in Osaka, and making plans for more. It's also evaluating sites for Super Nintendo World theme park in Hollywood, Orlando, and Singapore. Nintendo also wants to follow up the Super Mario movie with more video content. On the whole, Nintendo's outlook for the future hasn't changed much in the last few years. Why fix it if it ain't broke? So I have a lot to say about this. The title's a little misleading. It's like, it's 79 years the next Nintendo console is going to come out. I'm like, I assume so. Like I said, Xbox and PlayStation, Sony, have released their next gen console, at least the first generation of the next gen consoles. I have an Xbox Series S, and I have a Nintendo Switch, but I'm a big Nintendo fan. But I, obviously, wanted an Xbox so I could play, I just, for all the, the online multiplayer games, just, they work better on Xbox. One of the next gen console too. I thought I was going to use it as like a streaming hub, but my new current setup in here, I just watch everything through. I have I just got a really nice 4K monitor, and so I've just been watching everything on that because I can put the ad blocker on Google Chrome. That is the main thing. And so for all the ads out there,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And so, which is really convenient because I was paying for YouTube Premium, and now I'm not paying for that anymore, which is very, very, very convenient for me only. So that is the cool thing. I wish there was an easier. I bet there is an easy solution to make an actual PC or Mac streaming box, but doesn't have to use a mouse and keyboard. There's probably a way. I have not looked into it, but I do know people. They do have. They built a PC entertainment systems and stuff. There's a YouTuber, Tech by Matt, I believe is the name. He'll do really cool computer builds, and I think he built a more an entertainment PC, and he put it in this old stereo system. So he built it inside this old stereo system, and so it looks really cool with his TV and everything, but it's also for gaming and obviously for streaming vids as well. So that's really cool. What I will say though is I'm a big Nintendo fan. I think in regards to first party offerings, obviously I'm a huge Pokemon fan. We talk about Pokemon way too much on this channel, but also at the same time, I don't know, I just love it. Mario games, I've not played a bad Mario game. Even you can, that legit Mario games, not Mario Party. I don't really consider that a Mario. To me, I don't consider a Mario game. It's where Mario's the only character mainly, and it's a one-person game type of situation. even like the new Super Mario Brothers games, like even like them at their worst. I know it's like very fatiguing, and a lot of people aren't as into it anymore. Those games anymore. Like even those aren't that bad. They're still pretty fun. Like you can still have fun playing and beating that. But 2D Mario games, I don't feel after Mario Maker 2 with the especially with the 2D Mario games, the side, I mean, not side, they're not side scrollers, platform, 2D platformer Mario games. With after Mario Maker came out, it's like fans, like Nintendo does not have to do anything. They just have to maintain that service. And then, yeah, that's all they have to do, basically. Just have to maintain the Mario Maker service, and that's going to be good. And once they make the next console, just release Mario Maker 3, and people will buy that, and they'll still make levels. I don't think Nintendo has to make 2D Mario levels anymore. I think those days are done. But I guess that's always the thing, too. Like, people play a lot of Mario fan games, and it's just kind of like, I don't know, Mario Maker just kind of fills that void. And why have I never streamed it? Twitch.tv/the Schweezy. Because I don't think people want to watch me get mad for for like 4 hours. That's it. So yeah, no, a little confusing, but yeah, that's me talking about Nintendo. What I will say though, I'm assuming I'm gonna make a educated guess. It's gonna be less than 79 years. Hopefully no delays in the process, but I'm assuming it's gonna be a little bit less than 79 years. What I'll also say, why fix it if it ain't broke? The thing though, Nintendo, like you underpower your system so much. Like people who play, obviously I'm playing Xbox One, playing on that, and then if I play Fortnite on my Xbox and then go play it on my Switch in docked mode, like you can tell the difference. It's just very underpowered. It's just a very underpowered system. First party games are so much fun. It makes it worth to have, but it's just, when you go to it, it's just not as powerful, and they should at least attempt to keep up with it. They just know Nintendo's just like so confident in their first party offerings that they're like, we can keep underpowered system. Like when you think about it, if you didn't know, the Wii is basically just the same spec wise as the GameCube. It's just has motion controls. That's like the big difference between the Wii and the GameCube spec-wise, but then like the Wii had internet access, had a whole store, yada, yada, yada. You could buy games on the stores, and then they had like their classic shop where you could buy old games and all that stuff. But now they have like Nintendo Online, and apparently I haven't bought the Nintendo 64 service yet, but I heard it's not doing that good, so wait till some more good games come in. But yeah, so, their future's good because their first party games are so good, and they keep making that and keep doing a really good job making their first party games something that makes it so much better. Like they're making a sequel to Breath of the Wild, and I'm like, wow. If they make a sequel to Mario Odyssey, I'll be all in. They released the OLED Switch, and really the big difference in the OLED Switch is just the OLED screen. Like it doesn't output 4K. They should have made it so it at least output 4K, or at least try to upscale everything, I don't know. Great game, just system-wise, like compared to Sony and Microsoft, they're just falling behind in regards to that. That's all I have to say on this. Hey, thank you for checking out that highlight from Cancel Schweezy. Now, I hope your brain cells don't hurt. We got more highlights available now everywhere. We also got more full episodes as well. If you want to watch a full episode of Cancel Schweezy, available now, right here, right now, available now. If you liked everything, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way you get notified when new highlights and episodes come up. And leave a comment, like, and stay awesome.